This is code.org, and I wanted to demo ways of using lists. So, for example, this has a reduce option. Reduce the data in a list to a single number. Find the smallest number in a list, for example. So let's talk about how one would accomplish that. First, I want to grab data to use in my example, and sports science. Okay, so let's do planets. Sure. And this will work with any list if I'm reducing it down using numbers. So I've imported that, notice, and now I need to grab all that information and slap it into a list. To be able to do that, I headed to variables, and I'm going to do var x equals blank. I'm going to first get the planets. Well, I want to know the size of the, let's see, let's take a look. And you can choose whatever you want. Let's say length of the day, distance from the sun, orbit period, gravity. That's interesting. Ooh, there's so many. I want to do number of moons. How about? And this would work for year, it would work for size, it would work for anything, any number. But okay, so I'm going to say moon count list. Right? That would make sense. And then I'm going to go get column, boom. Choose planets in a solar system. Well, that's a long name. And then what column did I just say I wanted? It was the moon count. Number of moons. There we are. Okay, so now I have the number of moons in this list, and I want to make use of that data. First, I have this set up, as you can see. I have a text field. This is the drop-down menu. Should have named it better. Most least drop-down, right? IDs matter. So now I'm going to use an on event. I could also use a submit button for this if you're more comfortable with that, but I'll go ahead and do an on event. And I'm going to say on the event that the most least drop down menu changes, right? When I change it, when I make a new selection, the problem with this is they would have to change it from most. I might just do a button. Because if I start it and they want to select most, that wouldn't be a change. So I could do on click. Nah, let's just do a button. Buttons are very clean. I'm going to drop a button here. I'm going to say, I don't know, submit btn submit. Okay, so that's where I'll use my on click listener. On the event that the submit button is clicked, what do I want to do? Well, I want to know what they have chosen. So I'm going to grab this value and I'll store it in a variable. So if choice maybe, and then how do I get this? How do I grab text off the screen? How do I grab info off the screen? Well, I use get text, right? So I'm going to say, okay, once they click the submit button, I have this new variable choice. What's choice? It's going to be grab the text of what? The most least drop down. All right. Now that I have that, so whether they clicked most or least, I would want to loop through my data and search for what they need. I could even set this up as different functions, but to be straightforward, I want to loop through my data and look for what they need. So I'll do that using a for loop. For var I equals 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus. Now how a for loop works is console log. I'm going to just print it out. Take a look. This is how a for loop works. Run. And I have to hit submit to make this go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what it does is I starts at 0. I must be less than 4. Add 1 to I each time. So it starts at 0. 0 is less than 4, so it prints out 0. We hit the bottom, back to the top. Plus plus means add 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. 1's less than 4. Prints out 1. Hits the bottom, back to the top. 1 plus 1, right, is 2. 2's less than 4. Prints out 2. Hits the bottom, back to the top. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 is less than 4. Prints out 3, hits the bottom, back to the top. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 is less than 4. Nope, that's false, and we're done. But our list, this is perfect for our list because we get the, I'm going to just do it like this to show you. Our lists are indexed at 0. And what that means is the first item at our list is technically at point 0. So I'm going to put a I here actually. And it should now, because this is the name of my list, right? Moon count list. Oop, I need another plus to do what I'm doing. It should now show us what is at each index. So reset, finish, submit, and moon count 0, 0, 1, 2. Well, let's see if that's what the data says. Number of moons 0, 0, 1, 2. So it is outputting the number of moons. Now, it's only outputting part of the list right now. We want the full list. To do that, I can just do moon count list dot length. It also has that option right here. And that will make sure that it gets the whole length of the list, and we can count through the entire list. So if my list has 3 things in it, the length would be equal to 3. And we're going to make sure I is always less than 3 because the third thing in a list is actually at index 2. I want to say that again. Since index starts at 0, the first item in my moon list is index 0. It's ID 1, that's fine. Index 0 is Mercury. Index 1 is Venus. Index 2 is Earth. So when I say length, the length, if that was it, there's nothing below this, the length of that list is 3, but the indexes in it are 0, 1, and 2. Well, that's great for for loops because we're going to start at 0 and we're always going to be less than the length, which for that short list would be 3. So we'd be 0, 1, and 2. We'd reach all the components. Okay, so we're going to loop through our list. Who cares? Well, when we loop through it, we can now make use of the searching for a big or small number. I'm going to head back to control and I'm going to say if, and I'm going to go ahead and do not an else though. There we go. And I'm going to get rid of that. So what I'll do with this is if, there's a few ways to make this happen for us. If, I'm going to say if choice is equal to most, they want to know the most, then I want to do this code. Else, if choice is equal, oh, I got those equals, to the word least, right? Because that was the other option. Then I want to do this code. And what will this code be? Well, I'm going to have a variable called, I'll just say amount. And I'm going to set it equal to start with moon count list 0. Because no matter what, that will be an item in the list. And so I know I can set the first amount, the first value, equal to whatever the value is at the first index of this list. Then, as I go through, if they chose most, then I'm going to want to check, okay, they chose most. So I'm now going to check if they chose most, and I could do 2 ifs here or an and. So I'm going to do this first. If they chose most, if they want the most, so if moon count list I, whatever the moon count is at the current index, wherever we are on the list, if that's greater than the current amount I have saved into this, well then I want to update that amount and say amount would then equal moon count list I. And I changed the amount to be equal to whatever the new amount was that was bigger. All right, now I could do 2 ifs like I've done here. I can also do, let me go into text mode to show you. I can use an and what do I want to check? I need to make sure. If it's equal to least and amount is greater than, and I can keep it in this format. So if moon count list I is less than amount, and we're searching for the least, keep in mind with this only happens if both of these things are true. And means both have to be true. So the choice least would have to be equal to least, and the moon count, wherever we are on our list, would have to be less than the current value we have for amount. If that is the case, well then, I'm going to do this line again. And this might be good for some fine-tuning with a function. So either way, you could use an and or 2 ifs. I would recommend doing one or the other. I would usually use an and up here as well. Now, what will this give us? Well, if they want the most or if they want the least, we'll have that number stored in amount. But it's not going to appear anywhere. So what I'll do now is way down here at the bottom, I'm going to say set text and make sure I'll just call this output area. Okay. And I'm going to set text of output area. I don't want it to be text, but I'm going to say amount. And I don't know, I'll put a string next to it. So I'll hit plus and then in quotes say moons. Something like that. Okay. Let's see if this does anything. Let me hit run and I'll do most first. 79 moons. What if I do least? 0 moons. And you can see that it's going to output, oh, I need to make that bigger. It's going to output the actual value that is most or least. And if I look at my data, someone has no moons. How lonely. And who has, oh, Jupiter has 79. And it will sort and reduce for me the list. Now, if you want to just focus on one of these, you're like, yikes, that's a lot. I can quickly do that. I could just make this be least button, least BTN, like that. And I would just say least here. And I'm going to get rid of those because I wouldn't need it if I'm just going to look for the least. And that would simplify this because you would only need one if. So I would do this. If, and all I would need to know is moon count list I less than amount? Because if it is, I need to change it. And I would want amount to then be equal to whatever moon count list I was. And this way you could either focus on least or most in just one at a time. And choice wouldn't need to be anything because I would already know it was going to be the least. And I changed this to least button. So now let's try that. Boom. And same result. So few different ways you can reduce a list for filtering and such. Pretty cool. I hope you make something really, really awesome.